$219. That is unbelievably cheap for a brand new laptop that isn't a Chromebook. Every Black Friday, Walmart drops a doorbuster laptop just like this. Usually, they're absolute garbage. Is this one worth it? And who is it for? And also, can we still bypass the Microsoft account requirements on a new PC? Let's find out. Normally, I tell people to stay away from Black Friday laptop deals from Walmart. A lot of manufacturers, specifically for computers and electronics, manufacture things that are specifically for Black Friday. It's not something you can buy throughout the rest of the year. And usually that means lower cost and lower quality. So I've seen this deal from Walmart and I decided to buy it and check it out because I actually do have a need for it. I need another test computer that I can run Linux on, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money for it. And the stats on this one, at first glance, seem pretty decent, especially for 219 bucks. So it is an HP 15.6-inch laptop with Windows 11 Home. It does have an Intel Core i3 processor, more on that in a minute, with 8 gigs of RAM and a 256 gigabyte NVMe storage drive. And those stats alone will do exactly what I'm looking for. Is it something that would work for you? Well, that depends. If you are into gaming, this one's not for you. If you are a creator looking for a laptop to render video, this one's not for you. But if you're just a casual everyday user who does office or schoolwork, social media, and streams Netflix, it's probably more than capable, and for $219, you can hardly beat that. Let's hop over to Walmart's website and look at the stats, and then I'll crack this thing open. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the unboxing. It's a laptop with a charger in a box. I want to turn this thing on and see if we can still bypass the Microsoft account on a new PC. So let's hop over to the website. Now this video was not sponsored by Walmart or HP. I bought this HP with my own money because I intend on using it. However, I still have to keep the lights on, so check out today's sponsor. Are you using an unregistered version of Windows 11? Then you need to check out keysfan.com. Keysfan offers a wide range of products including Windows 11, Windows 10, and even older versions like Windows 7. Need Office software? They got you covered with keys for Office 2019 and Office 2021. And here's the best part. You can save big with exclusive coupon codes by using my code RKT50 to get 50% off all Windows series. That means you can get Windows 11 Pro for less than $20. But wait, there's more. For Microsoft Office, use my code RKT62 to get a massive 62% off. Buying is super easy. Just add your chosen product key to your cart, apply the coupon code, and pay securely via PayPal or credit card. You'll receive your genuine activation key in no time. Once you have your product key, go back to the activation page, click on Change Product Key, enter the product key you just purchased, and click Activate. Be sure to check out keysfan.com. Real quick, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets my videos out to more people. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. Alright, this is the HP 15.6-inch FHD IPS Windows laptop, Intel Core i3, N305, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabyte PCIe NVMe SSD in natural silver. I'll point out a couple of things I like about this at the price. It does have an IPS display. They usually go a bit cheaper on these extremely budget laptops, but the IPS display is what you would expect to find on more of a medium budget level laptop. And what that does is actually allow you to see the display at an angle. You know, those much cheaper displays where you have to be directly in front of it or you can't see it. But let's talk about this Intel Core i3. If you know anything about processors, you know at least the Core series are not the bottom of the line, right? It's not a Celeron, it's not an N200, but here's the catch. This isn't the good i3. This one has 8 cores, but they are efficiency cores, not performance cores, and no hyperthreading. It does have 8 gigs of RAM. Now, I've not torn into this thing, but I'm willing to bet that that's single channel RAM, meaning only one RAM slot. So if you wanted to upgrade the RAM, you'd have to replace the 8 gig one that's in there with a 16 gig RAM stick. Future Ray here. I was wrong about that single channel RAM. It does have 2 slots. I'll figure that out later. Now the 256 gig hard drive is actually upgradable, so you could replace that with another M.2 drive with a higher capacity. Let's take a look here at the ports available. So on this side you have a USB-A type port, you have an HDMI port to add an external monitor, and you do have a USB type C port. However, this again here is where they cheap out. So this port is data only. It's not a power delivery port. You can't charge your laptop with it, and it's not video. You can't run an additional monitor from this port. Further down here we have a headphone jack, and on the other side you have another USB-A type port and a barrel style charging port. And again, a more expensive model would have a USB-C power delivery port for charging. This one still uses the barrel style. But again, we're talking about $219. Alright, so let's go ahead and break this thing open, get it out the box, and turn it on. And here we have our charging cable. It's a pretty small cable, probably 45 watts if I had to guess. And junk, and junk, and junk. Not too bad. And it feels very plasticky, just like I would assume that it was. Again, $219 laptop. Let me get this thing plugged in and we will power it up. And you have to hunt down the power button, which is right here. Let's go ahead and power it on. And we can see that HP logo popping up. We will run through the setup here real quick and see if we can still bypass those Microsoft requirements. Okay, so as soon as it powers up, it comes to this screen here where we're going to verify our region. And then I'm going to verify my keyboard layout. And I'm going to skip adding an additional layout. And now when it gets to this screen where it says, let's connect you to a network, I'm going to type in Shift F10. And when we get to the command prompt, I'm going to type in the OOBE /bypass NRO and hit enter. And now it's going to restart. And when it comes back up, I should have the option to bypass. Okay, after the reboot, we're now back at the region screen again. I'm just going to click yes. Yes for the keyboard layout. Skip a second layout. And now that we're back to the let's connect you to a network screen, you can see that I do have the I don't have internet option down here below. So this method at least still works on this new PC. I'm going to click yes to accept the license agreement. And then now I'm going to enter my name to set up a local account. I'm going to click next. When it asks for a password, I'm not going to put one in there because I don't want one for my local account. I'm just going to click next. And we have successfully bypassed the Microsoft account requirement and set up a local account on this new PC. I'm going to turn all these options here off, and then I'm going to accept. It wants me to register the product, but I'm just going to skip past that. I'm not going to consent to any of these things here, and I'm going to click next. It's completing the initial setup. I'll go ahead and fast forward until the next screen where we need to take action. Okay, and now we're in the desktop of our brand new PC for the first time. And obviously there's some third-party bloatware on here that we know we want to get rid of. I'll do a separate video on how to get a clean start on your new PC. But for now, I'm going to do the first thing that I always do. And let's go to my taskbar settings and my taskbar behaviors and move my start menu to the left like a normal person. And the very first thing I see on here that will be the first thing to go is this garbage McAfee. That should always be the first thing you take off of any new PC. And just put something free on there, like Bitdefender free for Windows. I've got plenty of videos on that. Everything seems to be pretty responsive. Let's check out the task manager here. Okay, I just realized I wasn't recording when I was showing you things in the task manager, and I downloaded a browser, so let me show you the things in the task manager again because that was important. I did make a discovery. So here under performance, if I go to memory, I can actually see here that I have 2 memory slots, which is awesome. I just assumed this one would have single channel memory because a lot of these entry-level Black Friday budget laptops do. This one actually has 2 slots, and I happen to have an extra 8 gig slot laying around, so I can upgrade this to 16 gigabytes. Let me know if you want to see a video on that. There's nothing else here that's a mystery. The CPU is what it is. You're not going to be gaming. The graphics are integrated, no mysteries there. If I jump over here to settings and I go to system and about, you can see it's the 13th gen Intel i3, 8 gigs of RAM, Windows 11 Home 2.4H2. It'll be prompting me to upgrade to 2.5H2. And I had pulled up a video here of somebody playing Minecraft. And the video, the display quality is actually really good here for watching and streaming videos. The sound is about what you would expect from a budget laptop, but it's still very usable. Like I said, this is going to be good for somebody just for everyday general use. Maybe some office applications, some social media, some Netflix. Everything seems to be quick and responsive. I don't know how many changes I'm actually going to do to this laptop because I might just wipe it out and use it as my Linux test laptop. If I do decide to keep Windows on here, I will come through and de-bloat it. Get rid of Copilot. First things first, I will be getting rid of this McAfee. I can't even stand looking at it here. But hey, I think it was a well-spent $219. I'll get a lot of use out of it just for what I need it for. And maybe you will too. Let me know if you want to see a de-bloat video, or if you want to see the conversion to Linux video, or even an upgrade video, because now that I know the memory is upgradable, I may add an additional 8 gigs of RAM to it. And there you have it, the Black Friday $219 HP laptop from Walmart. And we were still able to bypass the Microsoft account requirements, at least for this unit, in November of 2025. When they start shipping new computers pre-installed with 2.5H2, that particular method may not work, but there's still other methods out there. And of course, we'll always adapt, and I'll create a new video. Drop your comments below. What do you think about this PC and if it would work for your needs? Again, it's not for everybody. You're not going to be gaming. You're not going to be rendering 4K video, but it seemed to be fast and responsive for everything else, and it will absolutely serve my purposes as a test computer for the different content that I create for you on YouTube. Do me a favor, please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel really helps me grow and get these videos out to more people. Don't forget to check out some of these other video suggestions, and as always, thank you for watching, and until next time.